What was the flight home like from Oklahoma? What type of response are you guys hoping for this week in Central Michigan?
The flight home was, quiet. Like, it wasn't really a lot to really talk about, And then what we're expecting this week, just to get better, just every single week, just learning from what happened last game, and just taking that and getting better and working on Central Michigan.
What do you think you guys learned from that game?
I think there's a lot that we could have learned from that game. I feel like when plays come to us, we gotta make them. I feel like Bryce learned that, he can do it. Like, I think that was a good away game for him. To just to test him and get his feet wet, like not in the big house. I feel like that's something that we learned too. Just keep stacking.
In the back left, Alejandro.
Sharon just named Biff Poggi as the interim head coach for the next couple of weeks. I know he works as associate head coach. What are your interactions with him, and what do you expect from him as the head guy?
Coach Poggi, he's just another one of the OGs. Everything he says, we take into account and really listen to it, and really try to apply it every single day, whatever he says. So, Coach Poggi's great.
On your right in the front here, Tony.
Yeah, I was going to ask something similar. I guess, when did Sharon tell you guys this was the decision, and I guess how did the team sort of respond to that?
We figured this out I forgot when we figured it out, but Coach Poggi's great, so we'll be fine with Coach Poggi.
So you guys know him for a little bit now.
Yeah.
On your left, so close to the front, Anthony.
Yeah, I think Saturday night, Bryce had targeted you 9 times, only the 3 grabs. But what do you feel like is the key to, upping that production a little bit and that connection with him?
Just keep building on our connection. Just staying at the practice, getting extra throws, watching extra film together. Just being together, building that connection even more. So that's really what it's going to take.
On your right in the back, Andrew.
Sharon's just saying he doesn't want to run Bryce Underwood too much because he's a quarterback and he fears getting hurt as someone who was a running quarterback for a time. I guess what is your awareness of trying to avoid hits while still be a threat with your legs?
From a quarterback perspective,
Yeah.
I would say just make the smart play. When running, I feel like if you're gonna run. If you're gonna throw it. You gotta make a decision and slide. So, yeah.
All right, stand on your right all the way in the corner here, Eric.
What did you see in that throw that you were able to pin the football on the defender and make the catch?
I just, I saw the ball in the air. It was a good football. So. Yeah.
The throw from Bryce where you were blocking the defender, what happened there?
Just a miscommunication on our part.
Back on the left, Alejandro.
How do you evaluate the state of wide receiver blocking at this point, and what do you guys need to do to improve there?
Just keep going at it, keep working at it every single day in practice. Just getting better at that. But we need to make plays. That's what it comes down to. We need to make plays. When the ball's in the air. I'm worried about blocking, but we need to make plays when the ball's in the air. So we will too.
Stand on your left in the front, Ryan.
How did you see Justice Haynes and Bryce kind of make up after that sideline argument?
I wasn't really kind of there for that little interaction, but just competitors on the sideline, during the football game, that's just how it's gonna get sometimes. I think they talked about it and stuff like that, and really just worked everything out. So it's not like a big problem or anything.
We've got time for a few more. There's some questions here. Back to Tony on the right.
Sharon said that this week is going to be a lot of addressing the how. You guys all know what to do. I guess, what does that mean, and is it surprising that maybe something like that needs to get discussed?
Not surprising, but I feel like we'll address that and we'll move on from that.
What does that mean to you, addressing the how?
I feel like addressing things as players that's going to be important for us this week. Just kind of putting everything into perspective in our eyes and stuff like that. What the coaches have to say is really important as well. But as players, we have to really we're gonna go as far as this team wants us to go as players, you know. So, yeah.
Back to your left in the front there, Brandon.
I know it's only been 2 games and 2 pretty different opponents, but how different does the passing attack feel without Marlon? And there he had a huge game in game 1 and then wasn't there for game 2. Just how does that feel?
Yeah, definitely. We definitely missed him last game. You know, just he's another playmaker on that side of the ball for us, and you know, can't wait to get him back.
Does it feel like it personally affects you and the receiver group? You know, having a tight end option not out there like that.
Not like personally affects me. Like it definitely affects the team, you know. But because Marlon, he's just a huge piece on offense, so that's how it goes.
Anything more for Donaven? Eric?
How much do you think the struggle Saturday were you guys compared to what Oklahoma was doing defensively?
Repeat that.
How much do you think, like, the offense looked out of sync at times Saturday? How much of that do you think that was you guys? How much of it was maybe Oklahoma's defense?
I think a lot of it was us. Like I said, just making plays and the ball's in the air. Like we gotta, like when the ball comes to us, we gotta make a play, you know, and just do our jobs and execute.